The Boring Company prepares to dig a tunnel at Giga, Texas. The tunnel will probably help Tesla get new vehicles out of the factory and off to their new owners. It will be a private tunnel, so in theory, the car could just drive by itself with FSD turned on through that tunnel, saving some money for Tesla. And that would be pretty bullish for FSD to some degree if we see that kind of thing starting to happen. Toyota says it's working on a new internal combustion engine and that it will preserve the smell, sound, and feel that died in the old car fans crave. Imagine in 1910, Toyota saying, you know what? We understand you guys. You love your horses and you love the smell of the piss that comes with owning a horse sometimes. So therefore, before delivering the car, we get a horse and it's so authentic. There are no chemicals used. The piss is authentic. We of course had to increase the prices of these vehicles because, you know, doing this is a bit challenging, you know, getting the horses to pee exactly in the car. It's, you know, they're big horses and the cars are, the doors are small. This is exactly what Toyota is doing, basically. AJ speculating that the upcoming spin-off of BYD's massive batteries business is a focal point worth watching. It is certainly a bit unclear how much money exactly is BYD making from its vehicles. BYD also sells a lot of batteries and possibly maybe it's making quite a bit of money from these batteries. And BYD could be using that money from the batteries sold to everyone else to subsidize its vehicle business. But if BYD spins off this company, then we would have a better look at BYD's financials and maybe we would see that BYD is not really making all that much money from its vehicle business. So that's a development worth following. If you do own a Tesla vehicle and you are on a long road trip and you really want to save as much battery life as possible, turn off your Sentry mode if you don't mind having it turned off because it actually consumes quite a bit of battery. Brandon left his Model Y for I think 5 days and his battery level went down from 79% to 39% during this time. If you just stop, let's say for an hour or two at a shopping mall and you leave the Sentry mode on, it's not going to make a big difference, but if you are really watching your battery, you may want to turn it off. I generally keep mine on all the time though, but I didn't quite know that it consumes so much electricity. I haven't been to a gas station in a few years now, I think, and I can relate to this video quite a bit.
Trying to get gas for the first time in like 2 years. I don't know how to really open it.
In contrast to supercharging, all you do is just stake the supercharging charger and then you press the button on it and then it automatically opens the charging port on your Tesla. You plug it in and that's it. You don't even need to pull out your credit card, nothing. You just go back to your car and you just wait. You just need to add your credit card once to your Tesla account and that's it. Giga Berlin just held an information day to inform the local population on their expansion plans. Quite a few people came and Evening News in Germany had a 2-minute segment on Giga Berlin's expansion. And the interesting thing is, it only had positive comments from residents who even state that they are surprised given how bad this is always portrayed in the press. If you read the mainstream media, but you are deeply familiar with the actual thing that's going on firsthand, almost always you will see how inaccurate they often are. This is just one good example of it. You always need to stay sharp and always question the media when the news are reported to you, because you can twist almost anything if you are slightly disingenuous or just simply not competent. Let me play this really interesting clip that I saw today from 2 doctors.
And you live longer if you smoke in some of these areas.
But
Whoa.
it's not because if you smoke, it's in spite of smoking.
No, you're wrong. You are wrong.
You know smoking is pro-inflammatory.
Nicotinic acid is one of the best mitochondrial...
Dr. Gudger, we have to end this conversation.
We need to at least end
British smoker... British doctors who smoke have a 30% less incidence of Parkinson's and dementia.
Because they die of 10 other diseases beforehand.
Indeed, smoking reduces your chances of dying from old age because you just don't get as old. Years ago, I used to put a lot of weight on statistics. But then I found many instances of situations like this where you can use statistics to make your point, and if you don't know much about the whole thing, it sounds really true. And then you dig deeper and you have broader context, and then you're like, oh, you have to stay sharp in this world. And that's one reason why I never want to stop working, because taking lots of time off, not doing anything, I feel that slows down my brain. And I don't like being passive or feeling weak, feeling not as capable, and I seriously don't like being tricked. I just talked about YouTube Tesla censorship, and I also shared some of my YouTube analytics, specifically the demographics. There are some surprising findings in there. The video is exclusively available on Patreon. You may click on the link down below to watch it. By joining my Patreon, you will get access to how much I think it is fair to pay per Tesla share each year between 2023 and 2033. If you sign up for the investor tier of support, you will also get my valuation model of Tesla stock with a 45-minute video walkthrough. Like and subscribe if you haven't yet, and I will see you in tomorrow's episode. Thank you so much for watching.